All right, this is a video on what to expect when you're doing an automatic shifter rebuild on a Miata. I believe 93 to 2003 or 2007, or I don't know, whatever the years are. And it should cover NA and NB, put it that way. That's backwards. So I've already got it out. Don't flame me on it. All I'm showing you is the insides of what it would look like when you get in there. Now, this is threaded, so that when you take it out, don't go spinning on it, because then your adjustment's going to be wrong when you push the button. It pushes down on that, so that your gear indicator right there goes up and down. Yeah, I'm not the best at making videos, but there's no videos out there really on automatic transmission shifter rebuilds. So I figured I'd at least give you the insides. There's plenty of tutorials on how to take it out and put it together, written tutorials, but there's not a whole lot of pictures. So this is your park detent right there. It comes down and goes into, what is it? Neutral, drive, then second gear and low gear right there. So when you push the button in, you can see it goes down to move into the next spot. This right here is your lockout. When you're up this way and drive, this, I believe it's a solenoid. I don't even know half the stuff in here, but this should come back like that, so that when your key's not in or your brake is not on, it locks you into park. Right here is supposed to be, in these two little holes, there's supposed to be a micro switch that was mounted in there. And unfortunately, since my shifter rocked so badly side to side, this pin went this way when they put it into park. They let the pin out and it pushed on the micro switch and broke it. So most of this stuff's not even going to be plugged in. When the car's sitting here and the key's off, you'll be able to shift it in and out of gear. But as long as I can drive the car, I really don't care at this point. I'm probably going to do a manual conversion later on anyway. I got this car for $1,100, so I'm not complaining. But this is basically what it looks like taken apart from the top. I've still got the gear selector, which is all old and chewed up. Your overdrive wire, which is right here, goes down, and it actually wraps around under the shaft here and comes back up the other side, and it clips in some of these clips. There's various wires in here that clip in, these clips that come in to the different sides. Sorry about the camera work. I'm not the greatest videographer, and this is going to go raw right up to YouTube, so it's going to kind of look like crap. But anyway, your shifter bushings go in here, in those two sides right there. No, the other one goes here. They kind of push in a little bit hard, but that's fine. They don't need to swivel around in there or anything, but I've got them greased all up. And this right here, let me get it back a little bit so you can see. This right here is basically a large pin with threads on this side where it pivots. And without these being in here, this whole thing kind of rocked back and forth. Yeah, it was a big mess. This here's your shift linkage that goes down into the transmission. Let's see if I can find the rod that's down in there. Let me see, right there. That's the rod it hooks to and goes up. In the package, I got these two bushings here, and the two bushings. One goes there and one goes up somewhere on the transmission side. I haven't put those in yet because I'm still in the process of getting this thing put back together. It was kind of crazy. But this is what it looks like underneath, just to kind of give you an idea. This will disconnect from that little pin with what they call a spring clip that I have somewhere. I don't know. It's on the floor. I was gonna get it. I don't know, anywhere. This is the arm for the micro switch, and that's basically what's left of the micro switch. It's pretty tore up because it went side to side and just kind of jammed it from the side. One of the screws is missing out of it. I'm trying to find another one so I can get it all put back the way it's supposed to be, but I'm having a hard time finding it because I don't even know what the thing's called or what it is actually there for. So I don't know. I'm working on that part of it. Let me see. Try to find that spring clip so I can show you what it looks like. But as you can tell, I'm really prepared here. There we go. The pin's got a washer on one side that goes on one side of this, and the other side's got a washer, and then the pin goes in. So it sandwiches with the washer, and somewhere in there the bushing goes. And then this is the kind of the older spring clip that goes in there. I bought some new ones because this one's kind of funky and all messed up. I don't know how the tension is on it either, so I don't want it to drop out and get lost someplace. Like I said, I'm not going to show how to put it back together because there's plenty of tutorials online to tell you how to put it together. And if you're the one that took it apart and you can't put it back together, well, maybe you should have somebody else do it. But anyway, that's it. It goes back in there, and as you can see here, there's absolutely no side-to-side movement left in that. So it's going to shift really nice and smooth, and from what I've been told, grease absolutely everything that moves. I've got like bearing grease or axle grease down on these parts down here that I normally pack bearings with, just because they're all metal parts. Up here, I'm going to put some lithium grease. It's just a little cleaner, and I'm not sure how that bearing grease would do on plastic parts, so I'm just going to use some lithium grease on here. It's a little cleaner. Like I said, this is adjustable, so you can try putting this back together a couple times. If it doesn't really work that well, you can twist it out or you can twist it in, depending on what it needs. But if it's right when you took it apart, try to make sure you don't twist it that much. But when you put it back together, it should be this way. I had put it back together and I had it like facing back or forward or whatever, but it actually faces this way. So when you push the button in this way, the little triangle piece like that pushes up on that part and actually shoves it down. So it comes this way and forces it down. So yeah, that's what it looks like taken all apart. So if anybody needs questions, I mean, there's really not any other videos out there on what this looks like taken apart. But I said there's a lot of tutorials that will tell you how to take it apart and how to put it back together. But I just wanted to put something up showing you what it actually looks like and what you're gonna expect when it's apart. So there you go. If you got any questions, I can try to answer. Otherwise, that's it. Automatic transmission, 93 Miata. Thank you.